The 2024 National Population and Housing Census report shows that 37% of the population is married under the Christian, Islamic, civil, Hindu, or customary setting, while 19.5% are living in a cohabiting union. Children born in both the formal and cohabiting unions are considered legitimate. However, childbearing outside both unions has been going on for a long time. The children born out of these unions are considered illegitimate and in most cases face great obstacles in life. Whereas society and culture looks at non-marital childbearing as normal, concerns about what this means for children and families has been ignored. Thousands of illegitimate children across the Lango sub-region find it very challenging to raise simple questions like, who is my father? If they are lucky to miss a slap, they are told the father died, even if he is still alive. Many of these children learn about their fathers through insults from neighbors and relatives. At 28, Evelyn Angwech is a mother of two. She was born outside wedlock.
I have grown up with my maternal grandmother and mother, but whenever I asked them about my father, they told me he passed on.
It all started when her mother, Anna Wall, took a temporary break away from her husband, Tono Pio, due to domestic violence. Awol left their three children with her husband in Barobogo Cell, Ngeta Ward, Lila City East Division. She got into a relationship with another man and conceived Angwech. The man immediately rejected Awol and the pregnancy because he was a married man. The first husband, Tono Pio, learnt of the relationship and caused the arrest of his wife and her lover. They were remanded to Erute prison in Lida.
Since the adulterer was rich, he was able to bail himself out of prison.
Angwech's mother returned to her parents' home and they had to refund the bride price to her first husband. The illegitimate child grew up with her grandparents, and when she made 18, she began tracing her roots. Angwech found out that her father was living in her neighborhood in Lila City, West Division.
Both my grandmother and mother confirmed that the said person is my biological father.
At the time, she was living with her aunt.
Cousin sister My cousin sister wanted to take me to my father, but my aunt got wind of the plan. She blamed me for trying to destabilize my father's marriage and she chased me from her home.
She never gave up. One day, she picked the courage and went to her father, who operates a veterinary shop along Orol Road in Lila City.
I introduced myself and narrated my ordeal to him. He rejected me and said he has never had a child outside wedlock.
He went on to indicate that even if she was his child, she was old enough to fend for herself.
I miss parental love because I did not grow up with my biological parents.
Maybe she would have had opportunity to study, which she was denied.
Angwech eventually got into a relationship where she produced two children. However, the relationship ended.
The father of my two children is an alcoholic and jobless.
She's now yearning for her father because she needs an identity.
They use that an insult on the child all the time. You attain look. Like in Buganda they say, mwana wechivi o mujana nyina. You came with your mother, something like that.
Elizabeth Aliano, the executive director of the Center for Women and Children Reintegration, says she approached the veterinary doctor who denied fathering Angwech.
Then said, me, I've told you, I've never had any child outside marriage. And if my wife was still alive up to now, we wedded with her. I don't know how she would have received this information that a girl has come claiming I'm her father.
Aliano went on to propose for a DNA test, fully paid for by the organization, but the father feared the consequences.
Then said, my daughter, I don't want anything which takes me to court. You seem to be wanting to take me to court. I told him we have not yet reached that level of court. We are still at DNA level. The moment we confirm the child is not yours, we stop the matter there.
Now, I wish my father could give me a piece of land to set up some economic activity.
Angwech's mother, Anna Wall, who is now 52, was blessed with 6 children from 4 different men. She regrets her actions and feels responsible for her daughter's plight.
I
fell in love with several men, hoping to find a better one, but it never worked out, and this has affected my daughter Evelyn.
The children she produced after Ngwej were recognized by their fathers. Tono Pio, Owori's first husband, gave his former wife half an acre of land, where she has constructed a small semi-permanent house. She's happy to call it home. However, Opio does not want to have anything with the 3 children Awol bore outside their marriage. In the Lango sub-region, it is estimated that over 20,000 girls and women have children born outside marriage. Aliano says a number of children are seeking reunion with their fathers. The increasing number is attributed to defilement, cross-generational sex, and the tradition that requires men to pay customary fines.
Or to marry a girl that you have impregnated. But because you are not ready at that moment, you do not pay. So they cling on the child. The elderly grandparents cling on the child because of that customary fine, which is a goat and a cow. They deny a man paternity of his child, and then later the child is not sent to school.
Patrick Ssenyondo, NTV.